Hey guys, it's Ty. So today I did a quick beat on how to do just a really quick simple face. It was a quick tutorial. I'm going out today to eat seafood with my mom, and we're gonna go get some boxes for our Christmas presents because you know Christmas is a couple days away. So if you guys want to stay tuned, check out and see how I've made this look. Let me know. Let me know any other looks that you guys want to see, and I'll go ahead and reproduce those for y'all. So this was today's look. It's pretty simple. It's just a quick look, and I used a lot of products that, you know, I was running out, so I had to improvise. So stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see y'all later. So first, I'm going to start with using some primer. So, can't really see it that well. So this is like the L'Oreal Illumini. And then this is Milani's Prime Light, and it's like a strobe light type thing. So I start by just dabbing some of that on my face. If you guys are wondering why I'm like looking over to the side, it's because my mirror is over here and I can't really focus on the camera and do my makeup right because I'm too much. Also, if you're wondering why I have all this white stuff in my hair, it's the way that I do my wash and go. So if you guys want to see that, let me know and I'll show you how I do that. It's real simple. So I use these primers because one, they're not super expensive, and two, as you can see, it already makes me look like really glowy, and I like to look really glowy. Even though I already use like a matte foundation, I still want to look like I'm shining underneath that matte. And sometimes I start with my eyebrows, but today I'm just going to do my face first and then do my eyebrows. And I do that because if I'm going to do like eyeliner or something, it requires me to like hold my face, and I don't want to do that if I'm going to have my makeup on and then I'm going to have like fingerprints on my face. So also, if you guys want to know how much I paid for those primers, let me know and I'll put those down in the description so that you guys know how much those cost. So the foundation that I'm using is Makeup Forever, and it's in the shade R510. It's the matte one. So, and it works really good. I always look like super smooth. It doesn't require you to use a lot either. It's like a full coverage. Even though I don't really have to use a full coverage foundation, I like to use a full coverage because if I'm doing my makeup, I'm not trying to look natural. If I want to look natural, I just want to wear makeup. So I'm gonna take this brush, what is it? Real Techniques. I got it from Walgreens. So as y'all can see, all of my little makeup products are not expensive at all. It's all for girls who want to do their makeup and don't want to spend like $50 for a brush, and that's okay because you can still be like super cute and kill it. I go in a circular motion because, believe it or not, I used to blot it on, and like, not to say that my girlfriend ever told me that my makeup was pretty, but one day I did it like this and she was like, oh my god, your face looks so smooth. So I'm like, well, say less. Like, I'll continue to do my makeup this way. So as y'all can see, I have that all blended out onto my face, super smooth, if y'all can see that. And it's super important for it to match your neck. Like, my face matches my neck. Like, I don't look crazy, I don't look two-toned, I don't look like I'm trying to be a red bone. I'm definitely a brown bone, so I'm gonna continue that. Believe it or not, I was never like into like showing people how I do my makeup because I'm like, I mean, I'm just like putting the makeup on my face, like I'm not doing anything extra extravagant. But people kept telling me like, your makeup is so pretty, like you need to show people what you're doing. So I'm like, I guess I'll get on here and do something, like, I don't know. So just let me know like looks y'all want to see and I'll try to like recreate those for y'all. But as y'all can see, like, look, already I'm like glowing from that, what is it, the L'Oreal True Match Lumi and the Milani Prime Light, the face primers. So I really didn't even have to do much just yet. So for this video, I'm totally out of like my LA Girl concealer. Like, I've cut them open and I'm like trying to scrape out all that I can get because here at my local beauty store, because I go to school at Florida State, and like a lot of girls lose LA Girl, so I'm like totally out. So I'm trying to decide between using the Infallible Matte Foundation as my concealer or I can use the Rihanna stick one. I mean, I like it, it's good, but like I said, I like full coverage and I want to be beat to the gods. So I don't know, like most of the time I don't really get that out of this concealer, but today I think I'm going to use this one. So this is the Fenty Beauty in the shade Suede. It's the matchstick. Y'all can see that. So yeah, what I'm going to do is take some of this and put it underneath my eyes, down the bridge of my nose, on my chin, and in my forehead, just to bring out some of my like features. And also what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow on it like with my hot breath so that it can melt a little bit, so I can go on really smooth and not like drag the rest of my makeup, because this can get really like chalky, like it feels like it's like dragging across your face as opposed to being like super smooth. Not to say that this is not a great product, because I really do love the Rihanna makeup, except for the foundation. I'm not really a fan of the foundation. So what I ended up doing was just rubbing it onto my skin so I can get it like warm. You see, it looks pretty like natural, like you can't even tell that it's on my face. And maybe that's on my part because I allowed the Sephora person to match me, and I'm trying to be beat. I don't know about them, or if they thought I was trying to like natural or whatever, but honey, no. I'm gonna go back in with, so I have two of the same brushes and I use them for different things. So I use one for foundation and one for concealer. So then I get confused because I don't know which one I use. So I think it's this one that I'm gonna use for my concealer. This is the Real Techniques brush. I got it from, you can see, I see a lot of YouTubers do this, so I'm gonna do it too. Also, I'm gonna put a little underneath my nose and on top of my lip because it tends to be a little darker. Not to say that I have a mustache or anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and click out, and then when I come back, it'll all be blended out, and then I'm gonna go into contour. Because I noticed like a lot of the YouTubers, they show you all these products and it's like, okay, great, but like, can I afford that right away? And the answer is probably no. Like, especially if you're like a college student like me, like we are living off of our refunds. Like, we cannot afford to play with these people trying to go buy $40 concealer. Oh no, ma'am. As you can see, I have that all blended out really nicely. I mean, it's not even all that big of a deal. You can't even really tell that I have it on, but maybe it'll come out when I put on my contour. So for my contour, I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade GC 985. So it's espresso. Yeah, it's espresso. Okay, so I'm back. Sorry, excuse me. So like I said, I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Espresso. And I'm just going to like suck my cheeks in like this and go along this line right here. And then I'm going to blend up. That way it shows like I have high cheekbones, sweetie. Yes, so that when I put that highlight on, it goes in very well. And then I'm going to go on the bridge of my, not the bridge, like the sides of my nose. And this is not to say that I don't love the shape of my nose. I love my little button nose. I just like to contour it just to give it like more definition. I don't try to change the shape or anything like that. And more power to you if you can totally change the shape of your face, because that takes true talent. So as you can see, I'm gonna take the brush and blend up. And this is a, I don't know what brush this is, but one of my friends got it for me for my birthday like 2 years ago. So I've been using it. It's just like a little flathead blending brush. I should probably use it for foundation, but I have so many foundation brushes, so. And I'll also blend that harsh line underneath it because I don't want it to appear like I put on contour. Like I want it to look like it's natural. And I'm going to bring that into like my forehead area because I don't really contour my forehead that much. I already have a little forehead. I'm not trying to have an even smaller forehead. So I just take the excess stuff and then just blend it in. And then for the nose, you have like a couple options. I've seen a lot of people do it different ways, and I just try different ways just to see what works best for me. So first, you can either like blend it up that way and go into like the underneath of your eyebrows so that you can have that contour placed under your eyebrows for when you go into your eyebrows, which is what I'm going to do next. Or you can take it and blend it like this, going downward. So I just decided to do both, just depending on how it's starting to blend out, and I just measure it from there. So I'm going to start by blotting it in first, just so that I don't have too much product. And then I'm like dragging a lot of product on my face. And then I'm gonna blend it into like my eyebrow area, because then it gives you some definition on your nose bridge, as you can see. And then I'm gonna take this part on my nose tip. I'll get closer so you guys can see what I'm doing. Everyone I know has been so off on me doing this makeup so that they can see like what I'm doing, because I always get so many compliments on it, and I just never thought to like, oh, let me just show people what I'm doing. Like, I didn't even think other people cared about like how I was doing my makeup, but apparently they do. So now I'm gonna take my CoverGirl, which is what I should have done while I did my contour, but you could do it in whatever order you want. I do my makeup in like sporadic ways, just depending on what's gonna work best for me and like how much of a rush I'm in. So you can take your CoverGirl like setting powder, and it is in the shade 115, and it's the loose powder, and it dries translucent. Like when you dust it off, it's translucent. If you dust it off correctly, because you don't want to be flashback Mary. So I take my little makeup sponge. It's pretty like janky right now, but I got this from either Walgreens or Ulta, but you can get them from both. It just depends on where you're at. I probably got this from Ulta, just depending on what I was doing for that day. So I'm gonna go back underneath my eyelid, make sure this is all blended out nice. My under eye, sorry. And then add some of this, and this is gonna prevent it from like creasing. And like on my forehead, if you can see, like it's starting to crease already because I'm like lifting up my eyebrows and doing all this stuff. So now this is different for everybody. Like some people don't feel the need to do this, and that's okay. And they say that like you look ashy or all this stuff, but I promise you, boo-boo, you don't look ashy as long as you use some setting spray, which is all out of. That's crazy. And what I used to do my eyebrows is a NYX pomade. It is called Tame and Frame Tinted Brow Pomade, and this is in the shade Black or Noir. So I see a lot of people use Ebony, but I have like rather dark hair since I've cut off all my hair. So I like my eyebrows to look dark. I'm not trying to be looking crazy. And as you can see, my eyebrows are pretty like crusty and dusty, and they need to be done, but I'm not gonna do them until after my birthday. So when you guys probably see this video, I will have already had my eyebrows done, because I'm not starting my YouTube channel until January 1st, which is 2 days before my birthday, because my birthday is January 3rd, and I'll be the big deuce. So I'm going to use an angled brush that is from e.l.f., I believe, but the numbers and stuff is probably like scraped off, but this is the angled brush I'm going to use. And what I do to like clean them, since I don't like wet them every single day because I don't do my makeup every day, I just scrape them on like the little towel that I have to make them clean again. So this is the angled brush that I'm going to use. And then to clean them up with the concealer, which is, I don't know which concealer, I don't have any concealer to use, but what I'm going to do is probably use the foundation to clean it up. But this is an e.l.f. eyeliner brush, so that's what I'm going to use to clean them up. So I'm going to start by getting as much product on here as I possibly can, because this is a super old eyebrow thing. So I'm showing y'all how to make it all happen with the least amount of makeup you possibly could have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by drawing a line here, right underneath, so I can get my basis of how I want the shape of my eyebrows to go. It's kind of hard because I have like no shape going on right now. So I'm just basically winging it, just trying to see how it's going to come out. And as I said before, my mirror is over here, so that's why I'm looking over there. But as you can see, I've drawn my first line right underneath here. And make sure that when you're drawing your line, you have your shape in mind. You don't want to just be like drawing your line and then you have like a low arch or you have a too high of an arch. Like, you want to make sure that you're drawing it exactly how you want it to be, because even though you're going to clean it up with the concealer, you don't want to have to do all the extra work with like trying to reshape it and redo all this. So just try to do it to the best of your ability the first time. So there we go. I have that all the way right there. And some people draw their eyebrows super long, some people draw it super short, and sometimes I overdraw my eyebrows. So for the sake of this video, I'm trying to be like right on point, and I try to make the end of my eyebrow meet the end of my eye so that it's not like my eyebrows way over here. And then I'm gonna go at the top, and what you keep seeing me do is like squeeze the tip of the brush so that it can be as pointy as possible, because I probably do need to purchase a new brush, but that's gonna have to wait into my next refund drops. So you're gonna go on the top of your eyebrow and draw along the line of eyebrow that you already have, because if you're gonna do it the way that I'm doing it, you're not gonna conceal the top of your eyebrow. So you want that to be as perfect as possible. So, and you don't have to start at the very front, because if you start at the very front, it's gonna look very boxy, and I don't want my eyebrows to look super boxy. I want it to look natural. I know that's funny because I said I don't want my face to look natural, but I want my eyebrows to look as natural as possible. It's so funny, like I've become so like not self-conscious about the end of my eyebrow, but I've become very aware of it, because when I was in 11th grade, one of my cheerleader friends, her name's Kelly, and she's always asking me like, Ty, where's the end of your eyebrow? And I'm like, girl, it's there. But if you're only doing your eyebrows just looking at it from the front, you're not gonna know. So make sure that you're turning to the side and making sure that you're getting like that end of your eyebrow, because it's really easy to miss. And then people will be asking you, where's the end of your eyebrow? But it does matter when you get to this point. So what I like to do is drag from the bottom line up so I can smooth out some of that darkness underneath my eyebrow, and then it can create the illusion of having natural eyebrow hair strokes. So just take a little bit more on your brush and then take it from the bottom and work your way up. So you have your one eyebrow and then you have your other one. So when you come back, I'm gonna have the other side done, and then we'll go into the concealer. Okay friends, so as you can see, I've gotten both of my eyebrows on now. And now we're gonna try to clean them up. So since I only have the Riri foundation, not the foundation, the concealer that I use underneath my eyes, what I'm gonna use is a lighter shade of foundation. It's the L'Oreal Infallible. Let's see if I can get it into focus. There we go. The L'Oreal Infallible, and it's in the Pro Matte, and it's in the shade 111. And the reason why I have this is because sometimes my girlfriend lets me do her makeup, and she's like a couple shades lighter than me, so I'm just wing it and use this. Hopefully it turns out well. So what I'm going to do is just take a little bit and like pour it onto my hand. I actually like this foundation too. I had this foundation in 112, which is the next shade darker, and I really loved it. But I wanted to try the Makeup Forever because I hear about it so much, and it really wasn't all that expensive. I believe it was like $30. Okay, so my little camera cut off because I'm using my phone in front of a window, because like I said, like I'm just starting this YouTube thing, so I'm just working with what I've got. So I don't know where it cut off at, but like I said, I was going to use the Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in the shade 111 to clean up underneath my eyebrows, because I don't have any concealer right now. But normally I would use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn. Like I said, it's all cut open and totally empty. Like I've drained that thing out. So yeah, what I'm going to do is take my little square brush. I don't even know what type of brush this is called, but it's like a square brush, as y'all can see, and it's from e.l.f. and I got it out of Walgreens. And I'm going to take this, I'm going to dip it into the foundation that I have put on my hand, and I'm going to just clean up underneath of my eyebrows. And then what I'm going to do is put some setting powder underneath it. And no, I have not forgotten about the setting powder that's underneath my eyes. Like, I'm really not worried about it. It's not that deep. So I'm going to take it, and I'm going to start by going underneath right here and just cleaning that on up. And like I said, I'm looking into the mirror because the mirror is right here for me. down, and then I'm going to take my brush that I used for my concealer to begin with, and I'm going to blend that out on my eyelid. And then I'm going to take my sponge and the CoverGirl translucent powder, and I'm going to put that on my eyelid so that my eyelid doesn't crease. So I put that on there. I'm going to just let that sit, and then I'm going to go on to the next eyebrow. And as you can see, like, I don't even need to clean up the top because the bottom is already super clean, and then the top just looks fine. Now, always remember, your eyebrows are supposed to be sisters, not twins. They don't have to look the exact same because nobody's eyebrows are the exact same. Like, this eyebrow for me is super short, this one's super long, this one has like a cute shape on it, and this one's just, like, it's just on my face. I don't know what's wrong with it. So now I have all of this on, and I should have done like a thumbnail or something, but we'll just come back to that. And if y'all can see, my nails are super red because it's Christmas time. So I'm gonna take a big old like kabuki brush, and I'm just gonna dust all of this powder off of my face. Last, I'm gonna do my eyebrows. I'm gonna dust off my eyebrows, or my eyelids first. Last. So now I'm going to take my setting spray, and like I barely have any left. It's not even mine. Shout out to my friend Safa, because I bought it for, well, she bought it so I could do her makeup for her, and then she left it, so now it's mine, and I've used it all. So this is my e.l.f. setting spray. It's Makeup and Mist set, and she probably got this. She got this out of Ulta, but you can get it from like Walgreens. So I'm gonna take this spray and just spray this. And the good thing about and the reason why I spray this is so that it can bring my face back to life. You see this little set that I have? I'm gonna just blot that. And it brings your face back to life, and now you're not flashback Mary. And I'm also gonna do a little bit more after this, like after I do like whatever else I'm gonna do to my face. Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my little feather brush and my Urban Decay palette. It's Illuminated Trio, so I'm gonna focus the camera on it. So this is the palette, and don't talk about me because I know my mirror is real dirty in here, but I don't use that mirror. So it comes with 3 shades. So most of the time I use this shade right here, and then sometimes if I'm feeling super girly, I can use that pink one. I've never used that one right there because it doesn't show very nice on my dark skin, but this one is absolutely amazing. So I'm gonna take this brush and I'm gonna just dust it in there, and I'm gonna put it along my cheekbone, but not like super like all over. Like I'm gonna just do like a little bit, and I do that because I want it to be, I want the highlight to be cut. Like I want you to see me, boo, but I do just a little bit, and then I bring it to the bowl of my cheek. And then I'm gonna take this brush. I'm not sure what this is. This is also came in the pack that my friend bought me. So I'm gonna take that, and I'm gonna blend underneath my eyebrows to make it connect with this portion of the highlight. take, it doesn't matter which one you use. You can either use the one that you did your concealer with, or you can use the one that you did your foundation with. But I'm going to take that and then go back over the highlight so that it's not too harsh. It looks blended into your skin and it looks like it's a part of underneath your makeup. So you're still shining, but you're not blinding them, sis. It's not looking real cakey on your face. And I'm gonna go back through with the brush and then just brush my eyebrows out because I got a little highlight in it. And then I'm gonna spray the setting spray again. Maybe Santa will bless me with more makeup materials. I'm all out. And I'm gonna just take some mascara. This is Live Sensational by Maybelline New York. And I'm really not particular on the ones that I use because I already have like pretty long eyelashes, so I don't have to use like something that's really gonna like bring my eyelashes out. And I don't wear false lashes, even though I do know how to apply those. So if you guys want to know how to do it or want to know how it looks with the total makeup look, let me know and I'll go purchase some and I'll do it for you guys. So this is another thing that I'm like running out of. Like, as you can see, there's like none in here. So I told myself if I'm going to start this YouTube channel, I need to actually do my makeup. Even if I don't have any makeup, this is inspiring to people who don't have that much. And I'm showing you that you can make it do what it do with what you got. Like, you don't need a whole lot. And you also don't need a whole lot of makeup to be pretty. You don't need any makeup to be pretty if you want. You don't have to wear any. And then I'm gonna add some highlight into the corner of my eyes. Just because I didn't do like any eyeshadow or anything, just to bring out the corners. So what I'm gonna do is take that brush that I was using before, the brush that I used underneath my eyebrows, and then I'm gonna just put it into the corner. So off camera, I went ahead and cleared off some of that like foundation and stuff that was on my lips. So I'm just gonna go over again and add my highlight onto my Cupid's bow. And then I'm gonna add my Fenty Beauty lip gloss. And this is the Fenty Glow, the Gloss Bomb. I literally love it. Rihanna did her thing with this. Like, I may not be that big of a fan of the foundation, but hunty, this right here is going to make your lips pop every single time. So I absolutely love this lip gloss because it adds like a little pink tone to your lips, so if you can see. And yeah, so this is the completed look.